What's up, guys? It's Hump Day. Happy Wednesday. Hump Day it is. My name is Jason. You're watching Ray of Light Tarot, and I have a guest host with me. Her name is Jai from Channel for Grace. Everybody say hello to Jai. We're going to be coming at you. Guys, we're going to be coming at you tonight doing some mini readings, and we're going to have a really good time. Also, for a few minutes, we'll give you guys a chance to sort of shuffle in here. Jai and I are going to talk a little bit about this cleanse coming up that we're super excited about. So did you order some products today, or what's going on with you, Jai, on your products?
Well, I have like plenty to start with, so I don't need to order more, but I will order more, plus because it's the first, and usually I order more on the first of the month. But yeah, so I will be ordering some more, but either way, I'm pretty good to go.
So good. That's good to know. So we were going to start, as you guys know, we were going to start today, April 1st, but there was a little bit of delay, not really so much with Purium. I think just a lot of people were sort of trying to get together to get on board. So that was the main reason, but I did have to order a couple things last Thursday, and it sounded like it might take a little extra time to get to me. I received my products yesterday on Tuesday, so it only took a total of 5 days, and that's including the weekend. That's not bad, guys. I know a few people have been waiting a little bit of time, maybe a week, and it's probably because something you ordered was on back order.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it is.
Or something.
Now,
yeah. Well, I don't think they've ever experienced this before. I've never seen this before. I think everyone.
Well, it's what's going on.
Yeah.
It's what's going on. It's just expected, guys. You got to expect this with what's going on in the world right now. Darcy, you said you ordered yours on.
She said she should get her tomorrow. She said hers tomorrow. I don't know what that means.
We like it. That's good news.
Shannon says hers arrives tomorrow. Yay. Hello,
Yay,
Shannon.
good news.
Darcy, Melanie, Shannon, Veronica, and Heather. Hello.
Yeah, anyone else? This is
here on Saturday. Okay, cool. So
that's great.
Yeah.
We're on track, and that's great, because what we want to, the goal is for us to start on Monday together, and we'll get you in on our Facebook group. We're going to really, it's a nice little group of us doing this. I know my friend Joan is doing it. My mom's ordering her products tomorrow. She's excited. Now she may be doing the 10-day. I'm not sure, but she's going to be doing it with us, and we're super excited. Like I said, guys, yeah, and that's a real testament to what this product and what this journey can do for you, because the only reason my mom wants to do it is not from anything I say. She's known me 42 years. She doesn't listen to a word I say. She watches what I do, and she saw how much success I had with this product and how good I felt and how it really shifted my energy and helped me on my path in a really beautiful way. So we'll do the same for you guys, but you have to want it, and you have to set that intention right now. So we're all going to really start setting that intention. This is the last chance. Like we wanted to talk about this tonight because I want you guys to order your products. Okay. If you haven't yet, if you've been saying, oh, I'm going to do this, I want to do this, I need to do this, you haven't ordered your products, go order your products. Order your products. Okay. If there's any issues, you can always message me or Jai, both of us. She's the person who brought me into the first cleanse, and I love it. I love Purium. I love what we do with this, and it's going to be a really good time. You're going to have a good time.
Ready. I am so
I know.
I
and you know, Jai, you know my thing about it. It's like, I don't mind people cheating along the way. If you need a cheat day or something like that, that's not a big deal to me. The big deal to me is if you commit to it, finish it. You know, if you need a cheat day, whatever, that's fine. We're all here for you in that. But finish the damn thing. If you start it, you have to finish it. That's the only rule I have about like a lot of things in life. Finish what you start.
I like that.
And so, yeah, I hold myself to that. So I'm going to hold everyone else to that. We got to finish this thing right. So you guys I'm so excited you're doing this. It's going to be awesome. And we're ready to start on Monday. Does anybody have any questions about it?
Hello.
Got my little Purium here right now.
Me too. I mean, I'm all about
cheers
every day. Cheers.
I know, it's the best. It really is. I was almost out too, and I hadn't really been drinking it much lately, but I still had some, and I started a few days ago really having at least one shake as a meal replacement a day. I want to ease back into the cleanse, you know, and doing it. And I don't even notice it. I love it. This is more filling to me than a lot of things. So
it's so good. It's like
so good.
Yeah, it fuels me.
It's the best thing, and this little cup, guys, is literally the best things the earth has to offer you. Plant medicine at its finest right here. And it's really good. It's going to make you feel so good. I know there's been like this whole controversy. I've had it with people about the flavor of the shake. Well, I don't have a problem. I like the flavor. It's
I love the
appleberry is what I
flavor.
get. I like it. I didn't love it the first time I tasted it, but you know,
I
everything you have
loved
to
it
sort
the
of
first time.
I didn't love it.
I
I
was like,
liked it.
yes.
I liked it okay. And then I loved the way I felt when I drank it. But that's the point. You're not buying a Starbucks latte. This is something you're not buying this for its flavor, even though it is a good flavor. You're buying it for so much more than that. And trust me, you drink this for a day or two and you'll be like Jai, whether you start out that way or not, you will grow to really love it one way or the other because of what
It's
you
because of
feel,
the ingredients. It's how it makes
the
you
value, the value. There's
Heather has a
value here.
question.
What is it?
She says, what are we supposed to eat for meals?
We're going to go over all of that with you. Now, we need to talk, Jai and I need to talk a little bit about this. When you order the package, it's going to come with a
booklet.
A booklet. Jai, you tell her.
Yeah, okay, okay.
You're better at this than me.
Oh, okay. So I was going to say, you're going to get a booklet, and in the booklet, it's going to tell you the exact schedule of what you're supposed to do with the products. It's going to tell you that this is, you know, this is the order of products when we're on the 10-day deep part of the cleanse. And then this is what you take the order of products when we are in the core 4, what they call the rest of the days. They call the core 4 days. Basically, on the 10-day deep cleanse, you're doing 3 shakes a day. You're taking aminos 3 times a day. You're taking biomedic 2 times a day, and you're taking super cleanser 2 times a day. 1 or 2 times a day for those. You choose whether once or twice. And then you're doing the cherry drink at night, which helps relax your whole system, and it's anti-inflammatory, so it helps you sleep. So that's the schedule for the 10-day deep cleanse. Now, usually you don't really get hungry if you stick exactly with the program, right?
Yeah,
you do the aminos, and then exactly 2 hours later you do the shake. Exactly 2 hours later you do this. Exactly 2 hours. So it takes care of your whole day. But if you get hungry in between during the 10 days, then they have a list of foods called the flex foods that you can pull from to create. You get to get creative about how to make it into a little snack for yourself. And for example, avocados are on that list, cucumbers are on that list, celery's on that list. What else is on that list that I think apples.
Yeah, an apple is on the
Apples.
list.
Yeah,
an apple,
apples are on that
broccoli,
list.
steamed broccoli, a
Yeah,
cup of
broccoli.
broccoli,
The squash.
summer squash. A lot of great things, guys, and you're not going to feel like you need it. Just like it's only a cup of something, you don't need much more. And I'll say exactly what Jai said. I agree. The only time I got a little bit, it's more about discipline, because I was doing it the first time at a 9-to-5 job, and the only time I had a problem is when some jerk would walk into my cubicle with Chipotle or something and like smelling. Of course, yeah. I mean, if you're somebody like me who is eating like a pig all the time, and then you're going to this major healthy alternative, you're gonna feel it. But it's only when it's right in front of your face. Like if people hadn't done that, I would have never craved anything. It would have been no problemo. So I totally agree.
You guys, this is literally the perfect time to do it, because we're
home.
We can't go anywhere. You know what I mean?
It's the perfect time to do a perfect
perfect
cleanse.
time for everyone, because even the people so normally if you have to go to work, that's difficult for people. It's hard to do a cleanse when you have to work. The best time to do a cleanse is we can literally take the time off to do it, where you can rest and take care of yourself, because this is a process of taking care of yourself.
100. I totally agree. And that's what it's about: healing, taking care of yourself, mind, body, spirit. And you know, my motivation the first time was more about my spiritual growth and that connectivity. This time it's more about like the physical, my body, taking care of myself, building my immunity, or sort of affirming it. And so we all have different goals, but that's the thing. We all have different goals, but we're all going to hold a similar vision. And I think this is going to be so beautiful for us, guys. And like Jai just said, this is the perfect time. I don't know if all of you are working from home or not working right now. We all have different situations, but this is the right time, because there are so many, for the majority of the world, this is the right time. And
it really doesn't matter if you have to work or not. So Heather said, I do have to work, but it really doesn't matter, because
it doesn't,
whether they're working or not. Jason did it while he was working in an office with other people. So it doesn't matter.
People who eat at their desks.
Saying that if you are home and you get to stay home, and if you're working from home, even better. But anyway, so Darcy had a question. She ordered the 10-day. can you order separately to continue to 40 days? So what you do is you would order more of what you ran out of. You would order more power shake. You would order, you know what I mean? The super cleanser is only for the 10-day deep cleanse. So
a couple people also, Jai, asked about this the other day, and I don't know the answer. I said we would talk about it during the Wednesday night, and I forgot to ask you ahead of time. You might know. Remember the 40-day, it was called a 40-day nutrition package, and it covered us for 40 days the first time we did it. Well, now it's called Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation, and the way it's described is 30 days.
Oh,
so it may be a 30-day cleanse now. And so I don't know. I haven't. I forgot to ask you about that.
I mean, I honestly, like, it's crazy for me. I'll look into it to make sure I can really answer questions on Monday when we get together.
He's been doing this a while, so that's why if they change it.
To me, it's like second nature. Like, I order every month on the first of the month.
Right.
I order my Purium. Like, and what I order is I order more Power Shake. I order aminos. I order Biomedic. Whatever I need or I'm running out of, I just order more of. So
right.
So after you do this, you know, for those of you, for everyone that decided to do the 10 or the 4-day or whatever, if you really enjoy it, then keep ordering it. Make it a part of your lifestyle. Like, that's the whole point, is to like make this so that this becomes a part of your like lifestyle.
I know it will. For most of these people, it will. I know it will. Once they how can you not want to keep this incorporated when you start experiencing what you feel like, you know, like
I don't eat breakfast. I don't like breakfast. I hate, it's too heavy. I can't eat food in the morning. My Purium is like heaven sent every morning. It's my breakfast. It's so light.
It's a great breakfast too.
Yeah.
It really is. It really is.
Put that into your body first thing.
Yeah.
It's the best.
That's like a baby waking up wanting its baba, because it is. It's like that is pure premium liquid gold right there. It really is, you guys. This stuff is so good, and we sound like such sycophants, but we're not. It's just really good. It's just really good. It really is, and that's the truth of the matter. It's that simple, and that's the long and short of it. It's really good, and it's really good for you. And so I think a lot of you will want to incorporate and continue. But it may be that it's a 30-day. We will look into that and find out, because we need to frame the sort of the group consciousness around what actually they're getting. So I didn't even realize that, though. Like, when I was looking at it after someone mentioned it, I saw it does say that, and I thought, well, is there still a 40-day? And I don't know. So we'll have to look into it.
Yeah, Shannon said, yeah, she saw that too. The 30-day seems to exclude the 10-day more intensive one. Oh, so maybe they have an option for a 30-day and an option for a 40-day? I didn't see that.
I don't know how something has changed in the wording and what they're doing. I don't know.
Okay. But either way, you'll have what you need. I'm not, don't worry about it. You know, like, you've got your products. It's going to be good.
It's going to be amazing, guys. It's going to be so perfect. And I go through if I had 30 days worth of shakes, they would last me 15 anyway, probably, when I'm doing this, because I don't just drink but you know what I mean, the 2 shakes per day.
Well, I can give you an example. I'm like, literally, I think it was either yesterday or the day before, I was so focused on working, right? I was like filming, I was like creating, I was on the computer, I was reading, I was doing so much mental work that I didn't really have time or desire to cook anything. So every time I got hungry, I just got another shake. So I think I drank like 3 shakes.
It works.
I just did that, and I snacked, and it was like perfect. I was like, I don't have time, so like, just shake it up and let's go, keep going, you know. But that's
well,
me.
You know what else? Anything I've ever heard or watched about like the New Earth and ascension paths and light workers has described how as we become more, as we start to transfigure into our light bodies, even before that actually happens, but as we start to move in that direction as light workers, we will be less inclined to eat solid foods, and more inclined to be doing exactly what we're doing here right now, which is just sort of drinking this green stuff. So I don't know if that's true or not, but it certainly resonates with me, because
it definitely
when I'm connecting, this is all I need. So yeah, looking forward to it, guys. It's going to be an amazing journey. We're going to really be there for each other the whole way through. And I'm connected right now. I'm excited. I can't wait. I really can't wait. Does anyone else have any more questions before we get into the mini readings? We've got 2 people on the list that I'm aware of. If anyone else wants to get in on the list, we're just asking 25 tonight. And it is $Ray of Light Tarot, the Cash App, NHJOOST92 @gmail.com. The PayPal, either one is fine. Send your 25 and get on the list.
I think it says 33 in the description. That's because it's like an old description. So ignore
Oh,
that.
sorry. I didn't even mention, we didn't even talk about it. I just put the 25 because that's what we used to normally regularly ask for. But we did have 33 on there the last time, guys. So you can send whatever you want. 25 is the minimum request.
Yeah, there you go.
So what decks are you pulling from tonight, Jai?
I have mostly Oracle decks. I've got the archetypes, I've got the astrology cards, I've got the animal spirit cards, Star Child Oracle.
Okay, I'm going to be pulling tonight from the Vice Versa Tarot, the Animal Spirit Oracle, and the Good Tarot. For those of you who are interested in getting a reading, those are the cards, the 3 decks. I'm going to be pulling a card or 2 from each one, and or whatever feels right. But those are the ones I reach for tonight. Just so you guys know if you were wondering or interested. The first on our list tonight is Darcy. So if we don't have any more questions regarding the cleanse, we can go ahead and get right into Darcy. And right now we have 2 on the list. So this should be a nice, light, easy evening. Happy hump day, y'all. Happy hump day.
Woo-hoo. All right, Darcy. What is your question?
Come on, Darcy, throw it at us.
Should I not have David in my life? I've gotten rid of so many who are not real or true. I can't tell if he's having the worst time in life or he doesn't care about me.
Can you read that one more time?
Yeah. Should I not have David in my life? I've gotten rid of so many who are not real or true. I can't tell if he's having the worst time in life or he doesn't care about me. So he seems uninterested. So I guess she's wondering if he should be in her life. Okay.
You know, I'm going to start with this, Darcy. So first and foremost, remember this: what we manifest into our lives, the type of people we manifest in, sometimes they are tests, yes, but also at a certain point, when you notice the same type of situation coming into your life over and over, you need to start to examine why am I in some way attracting this energy into my life. And this isn't about like, oh, it's your fault, Darcy. No, I'm not saying that at all. But I am saying there's a certain degree when you feel like you're looking for a certain type of person, but you're bringing in another type of person. You have to look and go, wait, why is my manifestation not matching what I envisioned, right? And this is about believing in yourself. You've got the Squirrel Spirit card number 57, which breaks down to a 12, which breaks down to a 3. So that speaks to tests, but also the Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. Yes, it also speaks to a lot of ability in a small body. It also speaks to storing up for the winter. And we're all kind of at that point where we're asking, did I store up for the winter right now, right? Did you? Well, when it comes to the relationship you're asking about, this is more about, again, that's what made me think about what are you manifesting as opposed to this person specifically. So ask about that. We've got stuff on David here too, but that's something to really address within yourself, okay? Also, the love card is coming out. This is in traditional tarot, this would actually be the Lovers card, right? It looks like the Strength card because it's got the lion there, but it's the Lovers card. It's the number 6 card. It's a major arcana and it's love. Okay, this is the Lovers card. That's Gemini energy. What is this about? Well, you've also got the King of Air here in the Good Tarot. The King of Air is Gemini energy. Couldn't be Libra, Aquarius. It's that air energy. This is a Gemini, obviously, or let me rephrase that. This is Gemini energy. Doesn't mean this person is a Gemini. And what is that telling me? That's telling me that this person, it's not that this person doesn't care about you. There is love here. This person is very conflicted mentally in their mind. That's where the conflict lies, is in their mind. And it's not about mental illness either. It's about someone who's very creative, very capable, gets very excited about something, and then may get excited about something new the very next day. This person's shifting around with what they want. So do they want you in that way? Maybe they do, but not all the time. That's the hard truth of it. They maybe do want you in that way, but not every day, not all the time. Can you live with that? I think that this is saying you need to believe in yourself more and not worry about what this person's got to offer you. Obviously, if they're telling you they don't love you, it's probably because they don't want to hurt you. It's probably because they know they can't at this point in time offer you what you want from them, even if they do love you. They've got the 7 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. This person's in a lot of frustration mentally because of this, right? There may be times when it feels very connected, like, oh man, this person really, I know this person loves me. Well, they do love you, but they don't love you every day in the way that they need to for this to be able to work out, at least not yet. That's where it is. And I don't see a future right now where the energy is. Can that shift? Of course it can shift. Where there's love, there's hope. Where there's life, there's hope. Everything here can shift in a beautiful way. I don't know whether it's going to or not. Right now, you've got to focus all this on yourself and your little nuts or acorns or whatever, and getting those together. Okay. That's what I got.
Yeah. So you got, from the Moonology cards, you got the balsamic moon, which is a time of healing. When we talk about the balsamic moon and the meaning of the balsamic moon is basically the darkest day of the moon. It's right before the new moon. It's a day that feels a little bit introspective, but it feels a little bit uncomfortable. It's like the darkness is the stillness. This forces you to be still. And this aligns with what the squirrel message of, like, this is a time for healing. It's like you are the focus of this here. The 3 cards that you got are the 5th house of creativity, the fire element, and the Grand Cross. So Jason, when you said that, this person has desires and is creative and is, and has the ability to be really excited about stuff, and in that realm, these 2 cards reminded me of that energy. Mm-hmm. So it's like the energy is there, the desire is there, right? The fire element, the desire is there, but then the Grand Cross is really what gives us the deeper message. And the Grand Cross is, it's a provoking energy. So there's something here, there's something going on that is provoking you to sort of respond. This situation is happening because something in you, right, is having to come out and be seen and be looked at for what it is. And so again, it almost seems like it's not really about the other person, but the other person is helping to make this stuff rise up so that you can deal with it.
And can I just say this? Yeah. I don't know if this person has Gemini in their chart, but that Lovers card and the King of Air came out on this side. So that's a strong Gemini energy. One thing I know about Geminis, including the Gemini in my chart, is the key to a Gemini, if you're going to be in relationship with one, it's like that whole saying of, if you love something, set it free. And if it comes back to you, it's yours. You have to be willing with a Gemini to let them sort of fly. You can't try to hold. Remember did you guys ever see the movie, The Shawshank Redemption? In The Shawshank Redemption, Red says about his friend who escapes from the prison, that he described him like a beautiful bird, but one of those birds that wasn't meant to be caged. So as much as he missed him once he escaped from the prison and he was still stuck in the prison, he knew that he equally was happy about the beauty of him, of imagining him being free. Mm-hmm. That's what I feel about that energy when it's a Gemini. It's like you want to hold on to it sometimes because it's a beautiful, creative, exciting energy. but it's more beautiful when it's free. It's not beautiful when it's being held down. That takes away the beauty. So keep that in mind.
She also said he's a Scorpio and she's a Scorpio too. So I think that's kind of a really intense combination. Two Scorpios together.
Right. And this isn't about the sign. This is the energy, Darcy. It's the energy.
Right. But I'm saying when I look at this information, I go, well, that kind of makes sense. Like, because it's think about yourself and think about the tendencies that you have as a Scorpio. Well, the same tendencies are sort of being acted on you. And
can you imagine?
It should help you understand on a deeper level what's really going on. If you understand yourself, you probably understand what's going on with the other person. So yeah.
And if that's the case, that resistance that's going on within this person with the Seven of Wands, and that resistant energy, and then the Five of Pentacles, this like need to sort of be alone, you have that same resistance somewhere in you. It may not present in exactly the same way, but like I said, if those you should understand that. You've got to understand where that resistance comes from, not exactly how it presents, but the essence of it, the root of it. Okay. Okay. Next on our list, thank you, Darcy. And next on our list, we have Mels. Welcome, Mels. Is Mels here? Hang on 1 second. I want to check the list. A couple notifications came through.
Okay. Yeah, Mels. I think Mels is here. So whenever you're ready, put up your question.
Okay, I've got William. Oh no, wait. William sent for a. Okay, sorry. William is doing a personal reading. Hold on 1 second. Rebecca, I see yours came through for a mini, right? And then we've got William personal.
Darcy. So we've got Mels and then Rebecca?
No, we got Mels, Shannon, Lindsay, Rebecca.
Okay.
All right. Mels, Shannon, Lindsay, Rebecca. Sorry.
Mels, Shannon, Lindsay, Rebecca. Okay. Mels, I'm having a dark time emotionally the last week. Very angry, then sad, and trying to release this energy. I've been cutting people out and feeling unloved. Does Spirit have a comforting message for me?
I just want to say I did a reading for my sister-in-law today, Mels, and she mentioned some similar sentiments, and I shared with her some similar sentiments. I have been very reactive recently, and I don't know if I think it has to do with just what's going on in the world. We're all finding out certain areas where we're really sensitive, and they're bubbling up really quickly. I'm very sensitive to people who are sort of flippant and detached to the point that they're insensitive and not compassionate. That makes me irritated. When someone's absent-minded to the extent that it makes them selfish, that irritates me. Not that I don't have that quality too. I think I probably do, but it still irritates me. Usually the things that irritate us, we exhibit ourselves, and we hate that about ourselves. So I think that you're not alone in this, though, is what I would say. I think a lot of us
I agree. That's exactly what I thought of when I was reading the question. I'm like, a lot of us are feeling uncomfortable and weird, and especially if you're an empath, everyone's freaking out right now. We're just sensing what's going on emotionally. The people that are not aware of the bigger significance of what's going on are freaking out. And to them, they probably feel like apocalypse is here. You know what I mean? And it's like, but so you got to think about that. The feeling unloved part, that's very interesting. And I'll show you what I got for you from the animal spirit deck. You've got the firefly, you got the nightingale, you got the camel, and you've got the lion.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. The lion is really about confidence and courage, and like standing, like being yourself, standing up for yourself, being, happy with who you are, right? So the firefly is the first one. So the firefly is interesting because the firefly it shines its light bright, right? So what I see here is like, I see your spirit shining bright and wanting to share its gifts with the world. The nightingale is about speaking your truth. You have been speaking your truth, and you have been trusting your inner guidance. And what it's causing is sort of this like feeling of being deserted, feeling of being alone in the desert. And the reason I say that is because of the camel, right? You think about desert camels, they live in the desert. So they have this energy of like, they wander the desert alone. But they're actually, there's a beautiful gift that the camel brings, and it is the gift of resilience and being able to like hang in there no matter what. And I think that's the message that the universe wants to tell you. It's like, hang in there. You're stronger than you think, right? The lion, you're stronger than you think. And you got to trust that the process that everyone's going right now is it's a full, complete breakdown of everything as we knew it.
Can I just also say, I just want to add to what you're saying real quickly, because I got the owl spirit here. And the owl spirit says you see clearly now. And I do want to mention, when you said feeling unloved, you may be seeing clearly now. Maybe you really are the feeling, because your feelings are not something that you have to justify. That's how you feel. What I would say is maybe address and look within, what do you identify as love? Because, you know, if you're feeling unloved right now, it may not be the fact that you're not loved, because of course you're loved. I mean, I can't imagine, you know, that being the case on the most basic levels. But what is your love language? And is it the same language as the people in your life that you feel closest to most of the time? And look what else, Jai, the Strength card. That is the Leo card.
Yeah, the lion.
So there's a real connection here, and a real, you also have the 10 of Cups as an outcome card, I want to say. So you're on a great path here. And I think it's really important. I know that one of the biggest things I've had to address in my life about love is I don't require to truly love somebody from the most pure space doesn't require anything in return. It's not about a reciprocation. Now, to be in relationship with someone is about reciprocation, but to love someone in this energetically, to love and to care, and for the whole world on a very, theoretical level, it really is about you and what kind of person you are. And it starts with yourself. And giving yourself any love that you would give to anyone else. But the Strength card tells me same thing she just talked about with that lion. That energy is about, the lion energy is also about being generous, but it starts within. The lion has this generosity to give and this benevolence as sort of the king of the jungle because of his care first and foremost for himself. So I really like that. I also think, with the owl spirit here, that wisdom energy, and the owls are very special messengers to me. And there is that divine feminine representation here. This is really about your love for yourself. I think that's what the 10 of Cups is. And because let's be real, we can't get to the 10 of Cups where there's these two people embracing. What this represents is, yes, a relationship with another person. There's no way to truly, you can get an imitation 10 of Cups, a relationship for public consumption. You can get that, but the real 10 of Cups, where it's two people connected, that doesn't come without first truly
you need to
identifying the real love, what love is.
You need to know what love is, and you need to know yourself. Because when knowing yourself, you know what you need, so you don't just get into relationships with people who are not going to fulfill those basic needs, when it comes to love. Everybody has that.
Well, and that's why we get into those relationships with people who, that's why we get into those relationships, I think, with people who don't love us properly according to what we need, because we're going to seek out what we do for ourselves. So if you're not loving yourself properly in the first place, you're going to seek out and draw in people who will treat you no better than you treat yourself. So, and it's rare that we truly get to a point, and it takes a while to get to the point of truly loving ourselves and then bringing in that right partner who will truly love us back.
Right. Who's next on the list? Was it?
Hold on one second. Oh. I think it's Shannon, Lindsay, Rebecca.
Oh, Shannon, Lindsay, Rebecca. Okay, so Shannon.
Shannon, Ann, Bobannon. Banana, Fana, Fofana. Me, my mama. Shannon.
Here we go. There's been some difficult energy for me the last few days. I'd like to know what spirit has to tell me to guide me that perhaps I'm not listening to. Okay. I'm going to grab one of my little books. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Okay, Shannon. So what's funny is your cards all look freaking amazing. Your path, everything you're doing right now is so exciting, right? The truth is in your heart and you know it to be true. Don't let anyone throw you off the truth, okay? Look at this. You've got the parrot spirit, watch your words. You're at a time right now. What I see though is, even though the cards, the outcome feels and looks amazing, you see it happening in the world right now, and it's happening in your life on a smaller level. Yeah, I think spirit's like, you know what this is. Don't let it discourage you. It's a time. It's a process. We're all going through it, and it's happening to you on a very personal level too. So mind your words very carefully. Make sure you don't, and words are not just the ones you speak out loud. Words go through, on a deeper level, it's your thoughts. Mind your thoughts, because those are your words too, what you're thinking. Rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. Why is now a lucky time? Because now is when your manifestations are in flux. You're over here, you've got the Two of Cups. You've got the Ace of Cups inside this Two of Cups too. You've got the Eight of Cups on this side, which is a totally different energy than that walking away energy, okay? This is about faith, and it really comes through in this card. Now, the Rabbit card and luck, the Parrot spirit, watching your words, those are aspects of your faith. If you're speaking things that aren't good, or bring help, if you're speaking things that are the opposite of what you want in your heart, then you're hurting what you're trying to manifest. This is about faith and trust. Watch your words. Let every aspect of your life represent what your heart is doing, because your heart's sitting there waiting for something. So if that's what your heart's doing, don't betray your own heart by speaking or thinking negatively against it. Don't betray your own heart by not showing or displaying faith in whatever this is. You have the Nine of Water here too. That's a wish fulfillment. Okay. Again, mermaid energy. There's a lot of just really sort of, all of these cards to me feel like very lucky cards. Like they all sort of seem to flow together. It's that serendipity. Look for those things. Today I did a thing on Facebook where you click on your day of birth and it tells you about yourself. And the first thing it said about me, it says Jason is a ray of sunshine, which I'm not all the time a ray of sunshine, but I thought it was very, it was a sort of a kismet type of feeling because of my channel being called Ray of Light. And then that description. Look for things like that in your life that tend to show you something. There's a lot around you right now, and it's leading to wish fulfillment. I love this.
I love that too. And look at the card that you got here. This is the goddess of Teotihuacan. She guards the waters of life. And then seeing the mermaid.
So hold her up again, Jai. Hold her up again. Wow, that's beautiful. Look at that, Shannon. There's so much energy here that's working, that's outside of your realm of even understanding right now. Remember that. I may not understand it, but it's working for me. It's working for me. Like, and say that out loud. That's a word that
water
you want words to say.
The water is the emotions, and I mean, I feel like this has a lot to do with what's going on emotionally for you, especially the cups, all those cup cards that you got.
And look at that waterfall. The Ace of Cups is a waterfall. Look at all the water flowing out of it.
But this card says this: when you pull this card, consider very seriously the need to cut cords to negative or unhelpful influences in your life, whether they be habits, people, or forms of entertainment and media that threaten to distort the pure and wise user of your wild spirit and ignited mind. While it is important that you engage with others, the sacred creator within you requires time and space and solitude to process, reflect, contemplate, and create. Only then can you remember who you are and what is important to you, and summon the inner power to act accordingly.
Boom, boom. Okay, you hear what I just said? Boom, right there. Listen to this, Shannon. You have to think about, we all have to think about, now that our lives are changing a little bit, we're home more than instead of in the workplace, whatever. What are you putting in your mind, in your mouth, in your ears? Because when you awaken, yes, it's such a cool time because you're opening up to all of these new understandings, and you're seeing so much truth that nobody else can even maybe see about your situations. But guess what else happens during that time? The darkness comes in, and it will find a way in. And here's the thing: these dark energies can seep in in weird ways. Like guys like to watch porn, but you know what? I'm just giving that as an example. That's not a good thing. I mean, because think of what's attached to the pornography business. A lot of times there's sexual discrimination. There's even worse, sex crimes. A lot of times there are so many negative, bad energies attached to that. Somebody might think, oh, well, I just like to watch a little porn once in a while. It's no big deal. Well, if you're on a spiritual path, it might be a big deal. It might be a big deal, because if you found every other way to make your life perfect, but then that, not perfect, but perfecting, but then that is there, guess what's happening? That you're gonna be pulling in dark energies there. And I use that as an example because it kind of makes people listen when you talk about things like that. But also it's important. There are ways in our lives that energy can get in, that we allow it right in, and it will find its way and look for a way when you're at your best and trying to expand. So there's those
that's true.
cups.
That's true.
But keep your eyes fixed on the thing, on the wishes that are coming true, because they are. I mean, there's no way that these cards all came out and you're not about to have some major wish fulfillment in your life. There's no way.
Nice.
No freaking way.
Lindsay? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. I get
Okay.
carried away. What can I say?
Please
Namaste.
keep getting carried away.
I will. Ooh, I told Jai today, you guys who listen to me set my intention, but when I do readings, I always call upon archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. I feel like they are my 4 patrons, and it's something that happened very organically for me. And I got a Kabbalah protection bracelet, and after it was put on me, I was reading the prayer and I was looking at it on YouTube, and I realized that in Kabbalah, those are the 4 archangels that are considered the pillars, the 4 guardians, north, south, east, and west. And so I never knew that, but it was such a great confirmation to me of something that I asked for confirmation about from Spirit just yesterday, which was that I am connecting still, even when I feel like I'm not, because I think you can get used to something, and even when it's as profound as connecting to, the unseen, you can just sort of become numbed to it. And I started feeling like, what's going on here? I don't feel right about it. Well, that was such a big connection, because nothing told me that came right from Spirit to my lips, this connection to those 4. And then it's all over the Kabbalah. So that was pretty interesting to me, and such a great confirmation. Look for those in your life, Shannon. Look for those confirmations. Okay. They're there if you ask for them, but sometimes you have to ask for them out loud too. All right, go for it.
Lindsay's
Lindsay.
question is, what's the most important guidance Spirit has for me right now? So here's what I pulled for you. Clan of the Wolf Heart. We are the ones we've been waiting for. Now, I love this card. If you know anything about wolves, you know that the way that they behave is in a community. They don't travel alone. If you see a wolf alone, most likely there's the whole wolf family nearby, or the wolf went to die alone, because animals do this. But basically, they take care of each other.
Buzzkill.
They take care of
Sorry.
They take care of the family. They take care of the community. And so what this card is saying is, like, don't try to do everything on your own. That's the message. Like, don't try to do it all yourself.
Word.
You have support, even if the support is support from like your spirit guides or your angels. You can talk to your spirit guides. You can talk to your angels and ask for help if you need something. You're definitely not in this alone. And that is what this energy is about. So it's literally saying, reach out for help from others while you honor and respect your individuality and your own unique life journey. Balance social time with taking care of your own individual needs, including the need for time out in solitude to hear your inner truths and to renew yourself.
Nice. You got the 8 of air here from the Good Tarot, which, represents kind of a feeling of being stuck, surrounded by swords, not able to make movement in the direction you want to. But you're being told by the cards that came out from the vice versa tarot, the first 2 represent watching, taking note, watching, investigating. And instead of watching and investigating, you're supposed to be following your own path here. You've got these birds, this Knight of Swords. Gain the truth that you get from watching and learning, right? but also don't get stuck in that energy. Keep moving forward and on your path, because what you've got as outcome is the Queen of Cups here and the Ace of Cups. I love that Ace of Cups. There's a new beginning for you in love, and it may take a little longer to come in than what you would like. You know, this is after nightfall. This is sort of in the twilight, and sometimes that happens. Sometimes that's the case. But you know, you have this fairy-like energy of sort of being able to present. You know, it's a fairy can present themselves totally different than what they actually are. It's a magic. It's a special earthy type of magic, and you have the ability to do that, to be someone who sort of presents what you want to present. So take advantage. That's a gift. That's a gift of yours, apparently. So take advantage of that and use it. You've also got the koi fish spirit. And the koi fish spirit message says there's always enough. Well, when I think of these koi, they grow larger based on the size of the tank they're in or the pond they're in, you know. So this is like, how big is your God? How big are your dreams? You know, you decide that. Are you setting a small vision for yourself? Are you gaining from watching others? Are you seeing what others are doing and gaining the wisdom and saying, I can do that? Or are you watching them and getting bitter, getting discouraged? It's all up to you how you do this. Do you compare yourself to others? It's okay to compare yourself to people, as long as it's not in a negative way. As long as it's in a way that says, oh, I can do that too, or good for them, and maybe they would like to do this with me. It has to be, it's all what you choose. And this is about, there is always enough, and there's always enough for you, and there's always enough for everyone around you. And that's important, I think, for all of us to remember in this time of sort of receding. Even economically, we need to remember there is always enough. There's plenty. There's a plenitude, right? And it's going to expand all and flow out all around the world to people who don't think they have enough or who don't have enough. That's what's going to happen as the result of what's happening now. So this is definitely about shifting your perception, because the thing about this Eight of Swords energy, it's an illusion. She's got a blindfold on. That's why she feels trapped in this tiny little enclosure, right? It's not real. You set you decide how much you can grow, and literally whether you get to jump out of the fishbowl and into the big tank and into the bigger tank and into the big ocean. You can decide that for yourself. Right now, you're just kind of stuck in what feels like a sort of compression chamber, but you're really not. That's an illusion. And the minute you break free mentally from that and you see further ahead, you will see that illusion shift before your very eyes in your physical world.
Check this out. Full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming.
Beautiful. There you go. That's good stuff. That's all about this air energy right here too. See, Gemini, 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 all over this.
There you go. Nice. I love it when that happens.
I do too. I do too. I love that. Love that.
So we got Rebecca?
Yeah.
Wow, I memorized those names.
Yeah, Rebecca.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, you did good. Rebecca, and we're done. Just also, I just want to say, William, I know I got your booking just came through. I'm going to contact you after with this. Should be able to get it done in the next couple of days. William O.
I decided to forego an apartment that I liked. Did I make the right decision? Doubting myself. Should I see if it's still available and go for it?
Okay. Before I pull cards, I'm getting something about a space issue. There, I don't know, because I know the whole situation from your question the other week or whenever, but there's some kind of a space issue. So I don't know if you've necessarily made the wrong decision. Like, you've got to decide and trust what you decide. But the only thing you may want to think about, if you're worried about being crowded somewhere, that issue is going to become a problem really fast. Like, you don't want to be cramped. I'm seeing a lot of cramped energy. So take that while I shuffle.
So funny, because when I thought of the word apartment, I was like, oh, why would you move into an apartment? I don't know why. No, it was just like, but I had the same reaction, but in a different way. Like, it was almost like.
Well, I was drawn to look. I have a picture on my wall of my 4 grandmothers on a couch holding me. And I was drawn to look at that picture for some reason, and they just look so crouched in. And it was immediately like, she needs to be thinking about space right now more than anything.
Because it's a townhouse.
Look what came out, the beaver card. Lay a solid foundation.
Whoa.
This is also the number 6 card, which is, if we were talking about tarot, would be the Lover's card and Gemini energy, which is often about a choice. So it's not that there's a right or wrong choice, but it's important that you lay a solid foundation, whatever that means. Surrender now, moth spirit. Surrender to whatever you're avoiding that has to do with fear more than actually the expansion.
It's interesting because you got the second house, which is ruled by the material world, like basically structure, like in home, like not home, but like through the energy of Taurus, your relationship to your material world, which includes like the kind of house you live in. So what I feel like is it going to bring you comfort? That's the question that we're going to ask you. Like, because you asked, should I go back? And like, you know what I mean? And so I guess what's coming out of these readings is think about these things. Is it, you're going to have enough space? Is this place going to bring you the comfort that you need? Things like that.
Okay. And not only that, I have to add this. This is super important. So these 3 cards came out, and this is the 8 of water. And the 8 of water in this deck has a ship going away, and this person is sitting beside a treasure. So it's more about the old adage, you can have it all, but you can't have it all at the same time. This is about a choice for sure. And some choice is literally part of your destiny. And it's because the Hierophant is here, that Taurus energy, that planting things into the ground, and it's bringing about a soulmate, twin soul, a union here of that's divinely guided. The star energy is in here as well. So make sure that you don't act. The best advice I've learned this so clearly. The best advice I can give you when it comes to this stuff is, it's not about worrying, am I making the right decision? It's about not acting out of fear, acting out of love, hope, excitement, where your heart's leading you. Don't make any decisions based out of fear. Make only decisions based out of what's leading you in love, because this is at stake, and nothing's gonna be bad for it except fear-based decisions. Okay.
Yeah, totally. I'm gonna pull a Moonology card. There's no one else on the list, right?
No. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, Rebecca. Ace of Pentacles. So
ooh, that's cool.
I feel like it's gonna be okay. Whatever. Like, look at this.
Yeah.
It may be an apartment, like a 2nd floor apartment too.
Oh, wow. So, and then new moon in Sagittarius, luck is on your side. Like, that's Jupiter energy.
Right. So
yeah. And
why are you
Sagittarius? So
lay a solid foundation. Surrender now.
he's holding out for something bigger. Well, you know what? Like, I feel like you need to trust your intuition.
Yeah, trust what you already do. You know.
Yeah, because also, what if, okay, because like, I feel like market prices are going to drop dramatically.
Big time.
So like,
would you want to buy a house?
Right now is not the right time to like do this. Maybe you need to wait just like a couple months and see what happens. Or I don't know how long you
Well,
can.
she'll be able to, I think in June she could make the decision. Like, you got till June, right? You got to let go of attachments.
Well, then, you know what, Rebecca? She says she likes this one except the size. Don't settle.
No, if the size is the issue, that's the big thing.
Yeah.
Because that was the first thing I connected to, was the space and the size. So you made the right decision then. You made the right decision.
Yeah.
You're going to find something better. Why are you laughing, Jai?
Because we went through all those cards to come back.
I know. Hey, but it's the right answer, and that's what's important.
Right,
the right answer. And so, you got this, girl. You got this. All right, guys. I think we're done for tonight because my dog is starting to drive me crazy. And,
I need to take Guy on a longer walk. I like cheated.
Yeah. Bentley's giving me hell. I'm in a Facebook group, guys, where they said to switch out the term for your pet. Instead of like your pet's name, instead put in the sentence the guy at the end of the bar, and then add whatever they're doing. So instead of Bentley, it was the guy at the end of the bar. And I literally said, so the guy at the end of the bar is breathing heavy, staring at me with his tongue hanging out of his mouth, and he's starting to make noises to get my attention. Make weird noises trying to get my attention. So that's what the guy at the end of the bar is doing. And now I've got to walk the guy at the end of the bar too. So that's where we're at, and that's where we leave it.
Yeah, cool, you guys. Thanks for having
me. Bye, guys. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for joining. We love doing this. And thank you guys for supporting us and for letting us read for you. We love it. And I can't wait for this cleanse, Jai. I'm so excited. Oh my God, it's going to be good. I'm going to have fun. Bye, guys.
Soon. Oh, wait, can I announce something real quick?
Whatever, yeah.
On Saturday,
on,
we're having the global meditation day.
The what?
The global meditation. I'm going to be leading a global meditation on my channel.
Oh, what's wrong? Oh my God, you guys, he's such a drama queen. Come here, baby. You want to come here? No, he doesn't want me to pick him up.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I think something's hurt.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll let you take him, but definitely, baby.
Bentley.
Definitely check out my channel for that meditation.
Yeah, sounds good, guys. Sounds good, Jai. All right, you guys have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.